All right, the next one is from Citizen Kate. It is
Hey guys,
titled. Oh, I actually clicked the spacebar by accident.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Provided to us.
Kate.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Hey. Kate. Hello. Hi.
Hey guys.
Stop it. The Edge of Stanton Salvage begins. So I think she's getting together with her group and doing some Salvage gameplay. Hey guys. Let's watch the video. That's such a mess. I'm going to keep that in. Everybody comment below. Hey guys. Okay. Holy crap.
Stay tuned to the end of the video for your chance to win a Star Citizen game package that includes the all-new Drake Vulture salvage vessel. We'll be seeing a lot of that ship in this video, and as an added bonus, the prize also comes with lifetime insurance. The prize was very kindly provided to us by CIG to give away to one lucky viewer. Again, full details to follow at the end of the video. So it's safe to say that the launch of Star Citizen 318 has been a bumpy road with a lot of problems ongoing for many players, and indeed it took several days for us to be able to get into game for any appreciable length of time. CIG have been hard at work ironing out the problems this week though, and while there is still a lot of work to do, we were able to get into the game and get on with some adventuring in 318.
Yes,
we had always
Reclaimer.
planned to begin a Life Aboard series featuring the Reclaimer, a chance to really live with the new salvage mechanics and see how well they support a full crew. But we do know now that a partial wipe is incoming, and so getting on with a persistent series would have to
Yeah, just not worth doing those kind of things right now.
wait for the time being. We have been told though that credit balances will carry over through the wipe, and so heading out to attempt some salvage was still an attractive proposition for the crew. If credit's all that we take with us, well then it spells out an implied objective to make as much as you can before the wipe. We were setting out from Grim Hex, heading for Houston L3 Lagrange Cloud to see what we could find.
Nice.
It wouldn't be until I'd already left.
Apparently, rep is going to stay, money will stay, but anything you purchase in game will not. So it's like database stuff.
Left the hangar that Cyrus and Vlaz would come aboard.
I'm below and to your starboard side.
But anything could change. So for now, that's what it is. That's what we know. I can't even build rep because I can't get on the accounts that I want to play on.
We'd arrived at the bright green nebula of Hurston L3, and we'd immediately begin the search for ships and loose panels suitable for salvage.
Let me tell you something. I struggled to find the panels more recently. They're really hard to find now, but I think Kate will probably share you the secret to find them.
And we would quickly find our first salvageable panels, with Vlad being the first to spot them.
Never mind. She found them very quickly and easily. But you got 2, 4, 6, 8 of them.
A couple actually. There's 4 or 5 pieces here. 2 above and then 3 below. We'll go for the big ones above first. We'll work our way downwards. Just gonna bring us around to the front side of it.
She chose the pilot seat. The most boring
salvage had begun,
part
and
of
the filler stations
the
were
pilot.
filling up very quickly.
It's already ducking the first one.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Arathorn, we need you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it there.
Yep, mine's ejecting already.
Oh my god. Now, there were 3 of us on board, with Cyrus and Vlaz on the salvage beams, but this meant nobody was below decks managing the filler stations.
Oh, it's only 3 of them.
I'm actually going to go down and make a track beam myself. God
That
damn, that was so fast.
That is a small reclaimer
shocking.
crew.
Yeah, absurdly fast.
My plan was to head below decks and run the filler stations, but there was kind of a problem with the reclaimer at the moment. The elevator often just does not work. It cannot be called or moved from seemingly any deck. This makes entering the salvage processing deck difficult and inconvenient, and other decks like the cargo hold impossible. Well, there is a way in, but we need a tractor beam. Has anyone got a tractor beam?
I do not.
We were heading for the very back of the ship where a cargo hatch can grant access to the deck below salvage processing. This has its own challenges because the onboard gravity kicks in, making it difficult to actually get inside. But from here I was certain that someone could be stunned and tractor beamed up into salvage processing.
It's almost like a force field bounced me back out.
Right. Oh, there you go. Good work. Good work. Okay.
I'm gonna try.
Okay, I'm in. So I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way of climbing up there or not. At the sides here.
I mean, you could
It's
definitely toss them up
ramps,
there.
but they're quite steep, unfortunately.
Again, this was, if I'm not mistaken, this was the second ship they made after the Starfarer. It was a lot better interior, but still awful.
All right. Attempting to call the elevator from.
Could have easily
the
been
crew
ladders
Deck doesn't really work.
in these locations. Easily.
The elevator seems to be right here. Without a tractor beam, we're not going to be able to get someone back. We're going to have to go to a station. That's what we're going to have to do. I'm going to go to the station and buy a tractor beam. Luckily, I mean, we are close to a station. Right?
Oh, they don't have a tractor beam to be able to do that. Yeah.
All right. IMG safe.
I'm glad there's G-Safe next to me. But you see, it was me flying the ship, and while diverting my attention to get this
Oh,
awesome external shot for
no.
the video, I let us get a little too close before braking.
Strafe up.
Oh,
Just strafe up.
can we brake? Can we brake?
Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
All you had to do was strafe up.
Hey, you guys left me in the pilot seat. It's always a 50-50 chance.
Oh my goodness.
So we were coming back to the same station to collect what little salvage we had, and also now to salvage the old reclaimer, the wreck we'd left behind. This was all within the station's armistice zone as well, so there were some unanswered questions to solve. Now,
They're
if
not
we salvage
unanswered.
in armistice, are we allowed to do that?
You're not.
I don't think so, but let's try anyway.
Let's give it a go.
It's not a weapon. It shouldn't be a problem.
Progress was fast, but the same problem would need to be solved. We needed someone below deck
Wait.
to run the filler station. Oh, I got it. Okay.
Oh,
You are.
And takedowns were not working.
It's middle mouse.
I'm confused.
And only when I tried myself did I realize what our mistake was. We're in
Oh, wait, we're in armistice.
Oh, shit, yeah. So we were reversing out of the armistice zone when we get unlucky accident number 2. Oh, what the hell? Oh! What was that?
What the hell happened?
Cyrus had been moving one of the boxes we'd recovered from our old ship, and it had collided with the ship while moving. The Reclaimer has some very difficult problems to work around right now, specifically that
God.
elevator. It really is a huge hindrance to the ship. So far, we'd been out twice, but had made zero profit. It was time to take things back to basics with the Vulture, and
Yep.
with 318 now live, the Vultures of Stanton can enjoy several new looks.
You could do the Vulture and just have a cargo ship. It's actually quite fun. I've done it before. It's really, really fun. I didn't like this skin. The red one I kind of liked.
I was returning to Hurston
you
L3
tracked
to
your cargo
fill
through
the
space.
ship just once for safety. That way I'd have at the very least made some profit, no matter what our next crazy idea was.
Oh yeah. Excuse me.
And once again, I was lucky to find a collection of scrap panels not long after arriving.
Is she just by herself though?
I was using the efficient beam to get as much out of the panels as possible, but
Yes,
even
by
with
herself.
slower speeds, the cargo bay soon began to fill.
I like the stock skin on the Vulture, to be honest.
Now, I have had trouble during PTU with extra boxes in the cargo bay, the ones that are not on the cargo grid, not registering to be sold when at a trade terminal. They seem to vanish from the ship anyway, so I wasn't going to take the time to collect more on this trip, just a quick full cargo bay for a modest profit.
I was able to sell the random ones.
The destination was ArcCorp, where I'd be making the sale at Area 18. This was my first visit to Area 18 in the live 318 servers, and when I made it down to the tram station, I was surprised to see that the traffic was adopting quite an unusual alignment in its traversal of the highway.
I've seen that before.
Now arriving.
I have not been to Area 18 yet.
Once inside the trade division, I'd occupy a trade terminal and wait to see how much I could get from this haul. So all in, I'd made about 100k for this run, which brought my credit balance back above the initial starting payout at the very least. But I was not done, and now I had an idea. We'd left a lot of material out there on those panels because we didn't have the space on board to carry it all. But if I could bring out one of my transport ships like the Caterpillar alongside the Vulture, well then space is no longer an issue.
You know what ship I love for this? Because it's like the only one that makes sense. The Hull A. The Hull A is perfect.
As I was on my own, I'd need a Gravlev bike to move between them while prospecting, and both ships would be extremely vulnerable with just me out there. Nobody else was available at this time to help out, so I'd need to pick a location that was guaranteed to be dead quiet. That location would be the Microtech L3 Lagrange point, the edge of the Stanton system, and so far from everything that nobody ever has a reason to go there. But during my jump, I was having concerns about even me getting there. Fuel was already looking low, and there was a lot of jump still to go.
She ran out of fuel.
I'd made it to the nebula of Microtech L3, a beautiful cloud with a vivid and bright cyan colouring. The quantum drive was running on fumes, but there was one more short jump to make.
Can she make it? Yeah, of course.
I could see a scattering of rock, but would I find salvage out here?
Yeah, there it is. On the screen right away. Can you buy a Hull A in game? Yes. I don't know how much it is though.
As I approached the station, I would check with pings at my radar that I was alone. Things did seem very quiet out here. I'd be landing on the pads because I needed to pull extra ships for my plan. The limit on the number of ships you can have out at any time has been removed. Up until recently, it was 3 ships or vehicles at once, but now players can pull as much of their fleet as they need to. This is a very nice change and would actually come in handy today. On the station, I'd first set my regen point here. I didn't want to have to make that flight again if something went wrong, and then I would buy some supplies. So
you're over salvage already, to be honest? Listen, technically, we've been talking about it for 6 months or something like that. Like, we've known how it's going to work for a really long time. And to be honest, it is a very simple thing. And it just comes down to the Reclaimer and the Vulture and these things. They're enjoyable experiences to play with other people. They are very chill ways to make money. And that's it. And that's where it ends. It's not epic. It's not grand. It's not amazing. It's just chill. And I really enjoy it. And there's days where I'm just going to feel like I want to chill out. And those are the days I'm gonna salvage for
To make
sure.
this plan work, I
Mining
need a
and
dragonfly
salvage.
and my caterpillar. I'd fly out and find the salvageable panels with the vulture, with the dragonfly carried along in the cargo bay. Once I find them, I take the dragonfly out of the vulture, fly it back to the caterpillar, and bring the caterpillar out to the vulture.
Yo, this is so overly complicated. 64 SCU on the hull A. EVA. You don't even have to EVA. You can connect that thing from the back of your vulture. Easy peasy.
But there was a problem I had not expected. The small hangars here are vertical hangars. This was a problem.
How are you going to get out?
The dragonfly has a bit of a bounce when you start it up, but nowhere near enough to get me up and out of those doors. The best I could think of was to fly the vulture down into the hangar with the dragonfly still in there, and then try to load the dragonfly onto the ship before they were both stored. The way I saw it, if they got stored once the dragonfly was in, well, when I pulled the vulture again, the dragonfly should still be inside. This would solve my problem.
It would.
Blocking an active flight bay. Please vacate the vicinity. Initiating ship storage procedure.
Oh, but when you're
For safety, please
panicking,
vacate the area.
when you panic, things blow up.
Ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your
And the
cooperation.
door's not going to close all the way. Uh-oh, maybe it'll work. That looked like it might work.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
The terminal looked good, the vulture could be recovered, but the dragonfly was a claim. This was a good sign.
That is a good sign. But it was tight.
Ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate
But when I pulled the vulture,
your cooperation.
The dragonfly got pulled. You could hear it. It was in there.
I
And it
did
got
think
stored.
of taking off carefully and getting the dragonfly off the roof outside, but by the time I could do anything, the dragonfly was already stored.
You don't need the dragonfly. Why does she want the dragonfly so
So I
bad?
bit the bullet, pulled a cutlass, and set off back for civilization to pick up a dragonfly around Salin.
What?
Signs of pairs littering were obvious at Terra Mills.
Maybe I'll see why the dragonfly is so important. But I don't understand why the dragonfly is so important here. For RP, I mean, fair enough.
Back at the station with the cutlass and dragonfly on a pad, I'd recover the vulture and get ready to take the dragonfly.
This is so much. Does the vulture fit in a C2? No,
And at
it's
last,
too big.
we were set to begin our prospecting
Probably too
of
tall.
Mick L3. Pretty soon I realised that the chain of rocks between the two was the best place to look, and set course for some of the truly huge rocks visible from hundreds of kilometres away.
Okay.
And there I did find a group of panels to be salvaged.
Let's go.
I was about 80 kilometers from the station. There would be some flying for this freshly painted dragonfly, but we were now ready to pull the caterpillar and link up with our vulture.
Oh my god. Now she's getting another ship that she's putting the dragonfly in.
I no longer had the marker for the vulture, but the huge rock serves as a very good landmark to guide you. With the vulture found, it was time to head aboard.
And before someone's salvaged
There are
the
still some
panels
problems with
before
EVA at this time. The
at
excessive
Microtech
spinning
03.
on Winter EVA and the complete lack of free look are both still to be resolved. Now we were in a prime position to salvage every one of these panels.
Let's go. Using the dragonfly as a marker? I don't think so. You just use a box for that. Kate has the best music. Kate's music makes the simple Star Citizen gameplay feel so much more epic.
We were already looking good with more than 12 boxes aboard, but now another problem had emerged. The vulture was no longer extracting salvage. The beams were melting the panels, but we weren't pulling anything in towards the next box.
I've been through this.
It took me a few moments to notice, but this was a potentially difficult problem. I tried a couple of things, getting out of the seat and back, cycling salvage mode, cycling salvage modules. Nothing concrete
She's
emerged
also
as
barely
a solution.
salvaging
But when I
anything.
moved on to another panel, I could extract salvage again.
Oh my god, she's acting like it was a bug. The panel was empty, but she didn't realize it because it's only one side that you can extract, the other side you can't. So like you'll extract one side of it, but you'll still see the other side of it. You look at the outlines, guys. So this is a little salvage guiding for you. If it is a green outline, it is full. If it is a blue outline, it is slightly under 100%. If it is a yellow outline, it's probably 65% or lower. If it's a red outline or orange, I think it even does orange, that it's lower than 50, and then if it's red, it's got nothing left. Green, good. Blue, good. Yellow, good. Red, bad. Green, good. 100%. Then it instantly turns to blue. You can see how I'm right here. And as she goes, you'll gradually see it turn yellow. And then maybe even orange at some point. I can't remember if there's an orange or not.
However, after a few boxes, the problem of extraction returned.
This is where she's getting the bug from. Because this is actually a bug. I think what she experienced it the first time was not a bug. Because I saw it move here. When she actually went over the little tiny pieces. But this is a bug.
Being seemingly unable to pull in
Me and Level had this problem. He's the only person I experienced it with.
more salvage, I decided to use the time to begin unloading onto the caterpillar for the first time. This would at least free up space aboard the vulture if the beams began working correctly again.
Where's the dragonfly coming into play? It was just to get back to the station? to get the
Back on
caterpillar?
board the Vulture, I needed to take in sustenance before getting back to trying to salvage these panels. After the break filling the caterpillar, the beams were again working correctly.
Oh, I was so confused. Yeah, I mean, the best workaround for that is to just wait.
But after a couple of boxes, I once again was unable to really extract any material despite the panels visibly melting and the HUD telling me they were valid targets. I was also running out of time for the day to investigate this problem, and so decided to cut things short and load the caterpillar. Then I would leave the Vulture at the panels here and head back to sell the salvage. Because I already had the Dragonfly on board, I could return later to continue if I wished. And while not as big a profit as I was hoping to make, I'd still make a nice gain when I sold off what I had.
Oh, I see. So if you leave... Okay. If you leave the Dragonfly on board, the ship will never stow? Is that what she's saying as well? Oh, excuse me. Been a long couple days.
Now,
How many-
before heading into town, I wanted to make sure that all of the cargo was securely attached. Again, in PTU, I had issues with items not registering to be sold if they were not on the cargo grid, so I went back and did a quick check on the cargo.
Okay. Good idea. Pretty smart.
Now leaving the station.
The ships are still drunk at Area 18.
Once again, at the trade terminals, it was time to see just what we brought back. The count of 17 was disappointing, but at this point there was nothing to be done. Still, it was 130k profit, and right after a wipe, that is nothing to turn your nose up at.
I'm telling you, man, Salvage is straight up a group activity.
A lot more happened during the 2 days of salvage that we committed to, but
Even
the
in the
video was
Vulture.
getting to a length it felt like it needed to be split in 2 or maybe even into 3 parts. So in the next video we'll see how well this can work when you bring along a couple of extra people to help.
There you go.
I am glad I gave it a go solo though, just so now I know it can be set up quite easily. I just hope that the kinks in the salvage system can be ironed out. I mentioned at the start of the video that we are giving away a Drake Vulture game package that includes a copy of Star Citizen and a Vulture with lifetime insurance. Well, for your chance to win, just drop a like and a comment on the video and we will pick a winner at random in the next 48 hours. And I want to thank CIG for sending us such a cool prize to give away. We will also be running another giveaway in the week, so you will have another chance to win a game package with an LTI ship then too.
Nice.
As always, I want to thank all of you at home for watching, and
Where's
all of our
Sli-Fi?
amazing patrons who you can see on screen right now. Without these generous people, none of the videos on the
There he
channel would
is.
be
I see
possible,
him.
and I am enormously grateful to each and every
He's
one of
right
you
above
for the
me.
help.
He's
And
in
in
this
this
row.
video, I would especially like to thank Solo1, who recently became a backer of the channel over on Patreon, and Thomas C, who recently increased his pledge support to the channel. Thank you guys, you are both amazing. We'll be back with more salvage gameplay from 318 Live very soon.
Katie, I am really looking forward to it. I'll link the video to you guys. I love Kate's videos. Her and Voidy vids are my favorite because they take normal things that you do every day in the game and they do their best to interact with as many people as possible and make it as interesting as possible and show that the game can be fun if you put a little effort in. They're my two favorite channels to be watching on YouTube right now. Very, very fun. And, Kate's there was like more chill because Salvage is more chill. Voidy's was piracy was insane, right? So I really do love both those channels and for very similar reasons, right?